Hello, everyone. This is something special. This might look like something we've done before, but this is something special. And I'll tell you why. Because this isn't a randomizer. Now, you might notice that Miku is here still. Despite that, but that's just because I thought it would be fun to keep Miku. So this is something that I have been. Yes, I don't. Since I don't really need the input viewer. This is something I've been debating doing for a while, simply because I haven't actually sat down and played Ocarina of Time itself, like legit, in a while. So, we're going to use the PC port with all of its quality of life features, and we're going to sit down and we're going to play Ocarina of Time. Like normal, everyday Ocarina of Time. Aside from the fact that, Miku Hatsune is here. So, there's that. I am playing this with a legitimate N64 controller. So that's awesome. I went out and picked up it's an N64. It's technically it is a legit N64 controller because it connects. The connector is an N64 connector. I actually bought what I thought was a USB N64 controller, but it was not. It was a just straight up N64 controller. So then I had to buy an adapter for it. So after buying an adapter for it, I have a controller for my N64 gaming now. And I gotta say, it feels so much nicer to use a Nintendo 64 controller for an N64 game. So yeah. We are, I am using the Miku Hatsune mod, so we're gonna go ahead and call ourselves Miku. Again, there are quality of life features built into this. For example, autosaves, gold sculptulas at nighttime, better owl, fishing at door. Some of the skips I have turned on, like quick boss deaths, faster blocks, etc. So there are some, quality of life and some fixes turned on as the same way that they would be on in like a randomizer. But in the vast deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. Children of the forest, the Kokiri live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there's one girl who does not have a fairy. The text speed is fast. Wow. But yeah, this is legit Ocarina of Time, as you can clearly tell. It's it's modded Ocarina of Time, but it is legit Ocarina of Time in widescreen. Did the music not work there? Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the Fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon their realm? The realm. Whoops. Typo. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. So long the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before their tremendous evil power, even my powers is nothing. Seems the time has come for the girl without a fairy to begin her journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find a young friend and guide her to me. Do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon me. Maybe the pronoun thing has some goofs. I don't really know. Oops. It's Miku!
Hello.
Hello, Miku, wake up! Great Deku wants to talk to you. Miku, get up! Ooh, voice crack. Miku! Hey, come on! Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy girl? You finally woke up! I'm Navi the Fairy. Great Deku asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. Great Deku is summoned you, so let's get going right now. Now, as you saw, this is using the 3DS Experience texture pack. So, you know, the textures are nicer. So, I believe, yeah. Look at that. You can turn on and off the custom models and the like textures and stuff. Yahoo! Wow. Okay, my voice. Hi, Miku. Faster ladder climb. But yeah, like with just a touch of a button, boom. Now we're in the original Ocarina of Time. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Miku. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Oh, it turned off Miku too, apparently. Oh, you're a true Kokiri, Miku. Right, Great Deku has summoned you? Wow, Miku, you changed there for a moment. What the heck happened? Quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku. Wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku. I didn't realize that Tab turned off everything. Good lord. Thought it was just the textures, but no, it even turned off Miku. So I guess I don't use that too often because I was gonna have some fun with that, but if it turns off Miku as well, you know, it wouldn't exactly make the most sense, you know, to be Miku if I'm like turning into Link on occasion. But yeah, this is just a legitimate, normal playthrough of Ocarina of Time. And, like, I legitimately mean that. You know, I'm not, like, doing some weird thing that's gonna, like, jump scare or anything like that. Like, this is It's literally just the PC port of Ocarina of Time. Just the randomizer is actually off. So I wouldn't even I wouldn't even know like where to begin. Like if I did want to do something where it's like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, troll people and like jump scare or whatever. You know, like I wouldn't even know where to begin with doing something like that. That would be an amazing idea. And I'd be down for it. Ah! I didn't hear the rock, so I thought it had already passed. Visit the house of the Know-It-All Brothers to get answers related, to get answers to all your item-related questions. I can read, really. We got the Kokiri sword. We hit the start button. And it's not exactly the Kokiri sword, but that's alright. A leak is also fine. I don't think these grasses have anything. They're almost at 40 rupees. Oh my gosh, though. Friggin' the crawl through on the tunnel. Like, I have that all the way up. I have the ladder all the way up. Like, listen. I've played this game 1,000 times. You know? This is also why I'm using the Ship of Harkinian, is for these, like, quality of life features. I mean, yes, because I'm not playing them on the randomizer, I could lower them. You have a fairy now? That's great, Miku. What? Being called by the Great Deku Tree? What an honor. We may give you a special gift. It's because the Great Deku Tree is our father, Forest Guardian. And he gave life to all of us Kokiri. Or so they believe. Hi, Miku. Look this way. Come over here with Z and talk with A. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. So great that you finally have a partner fairy. Fairy partner. Teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. Fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z to look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. If you have nothing that you can target, press Z just to look forward. Try it. Z targeting. The most revolutionary feature that this game had. And also, like, freaking one of the most revolutionary features in video games in general. Okay, I did not equip the shield. That's what I want. I don't want to have it equipped yet. I want to talk to Mito without them first. So I get that extra dialogue. Because if you equip them and talk to him, then he automatically skips to his, hey, you have the sword and shield dialogue. So. But, also, the fact that I am using a legitimate N64 controller means I don't have the other C-stick. Or I don't have the second, like, controller stick. So I don't have a free cam. That's gonna be really annoying. You know, like, if you watch my randos, you know, like, how much I use the freaking free cam. Hey you, Miss Snow Fairy, what's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real woman. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mito? This isn't funny. don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're gonna help the Great Deku Tree without both the sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. That dialogue. Now if I equip the shield, now we go to the next dialogue. Want to see the Deku Tree, equip a sword and shield. What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. Though it looks a little weird. What's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Why does it look like a leak? Good grief. Even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Creep Mito, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot! How did you get to be the favorite of Sari of the Great Deku Tree, huh? God, I'm not a jerk like you are. That's how. The Navi button is in a very strange spot. It must not be set correctly. It's alright. I'm not worried about it. Got a Deku stick. The first of many that you will obtain throughout the game. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Miku, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land, causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Oh my god, the text. When you switch it over to the freaking original, look how blurry that is. Verily thou hast felt it. Miku, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. Need you to break the courage with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? No, not really. Perhaps you do not yet have confidence in your abilities. Turn to the Kokiri Forest and learn the skills of combat. When thou art ready, return here and speak with me by using Z. By the way, you can do that. Does thou have courage enough this time? Yeah, I guess so. Then enter, brave Miku, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Miku. And Miku, when Navi speaks, use the up C to listen well to her words of wisdom. I know you won't, but the option is there. But let's be honest, you won't. Now we are inside the Deku Tree. It does not take long at all to get to the first dungeon in this game, which is kind of neat. Deku Nut. I want to just double check. I hope nobody minds if I just bump up the volume just a tiny bit. Just gonna bump it up to 50. I have been having trouble with my hearing lately. I have tinnitus, which for those not aware is like ear ringing. And I've been having a lot of issues with that lately, where it's really loud, like louder than normal. Okay. The problem with that is that because the ringing is loud, it's hard to hear around it. So, you know, hopefully I'd be turning up the volume a little bit so I can hear it better is okay. Now this wall, the pines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe we can climb it, Miku? Maybe, but those Godzilla will cause us problems. So, how about I not do that? Well, at least not immediately. It's the dungeon map. Yada yada yada. We all know what this says. You got the dungeon map. Check it to find the freaking rooms. And so on and so forth. You can open a board, press the door by standing in front of it, pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, mistress. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a cliff, if you hold the control stick forward, you'll roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. Can't guarantee it'll work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Try it if you're feeling bold. I don't know what that was. That wah that I did there. That was weird. And slingshot. Yay. Now, as I did, I alluded to it earlier, but I have played this. I have played this a lot. Like, a lot. Like, not a small amount, a lot. Oh, hang on. The freaking aiming is inverted for some reason. How do I change that? Here's technically all the mods. There's some music mods which are disabled because it's not randomizer, but like Miku voice, Miku model, pronouns, dogs are EVs, all of Jippy's 3DS experience, and the Polybrion mods. So there's that. Frick. How do I make it so that it is not also I actually don't need the D-pad Ocarina at this time. How do I make it so that it's not inverted? Let me see if I can figure this out. Alright, I figured it out. So now when I push up, it goes up, and when I push down, it goes down now. Which I might get confused by. Just slightly. At first. But we'll see. I'm honestly a little confused why I had the option on to begin with. But maybe as I play, I'll be like, wait a minute. That's why I had. But like, it just feels like, you know, I want to push up to go up. And that's not the case. So, Whee! So much nicer having the extra speed. I did bump the speeds down. I turned them down from 5 times to just 3 times. Now, that is still a lot. 3 times speed. So, you know, there's still a really good chance that it's going to go, like, that a lot of things are going to go fast. But I did bump them down from, you know, freaking... I did bump them down from 5, you know, down to 3. Also, I'm already seeing, like, some confusion in my brain now that I have uninverted the controls. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with that. So. Also, because I've been doing these pre-records, I actually went out and got this outfit that I'm currently wearing first. But then I was a little concerned about Twitch's rules. They're ambiguous at best. I do know that there is a streamer, Limu. Right. And last summer, she had, like, you know, a bathing suit, like, outfit. So I looked through some of last summer's archive, and I legitimately could not, like, she had, like, a bikini top like this, but she also had, like, another piece on top of it, mostly, you know, for most of the time. So I'm thinking this might be okay for Twitch, but I think, you know, since this is YouTube at the moment and not Twitch, it shouldn't be a big deal, you know, to use this, because YouTube is oddly less like problematic about it, which I find weird. Now, I do have a little bit of a moon jump. I do still have the moon jump code from my randomizer. But I'm gonna try to use it as little as possible. Mostly, I'm probably just gonna use it for, like, collecting things that need, like, the boomerang. So that, like, I don't have to go back to, like, previous dungeons. Like that. Skulltula, for example. Please forgive me, mistress. I'll never do it again. Spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You'll never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. I have no idea what this voice is. Order's 231. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Because he won't tell me Goma's, like, secret. Is what he's, like, getting at. He's not a traitor because he won't tell me Goma's secret. If you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. Ooh. Having some voice cracks with freaking Navi. But there are some interesting things underwater. Some interesting things indeed. Along with some freaking interesting voice cracks. Now, I also have... Whoa, okay. I do have the bunny hood, like speed turned on. So if we get the bunny hood, I will, you know, I will have some speed. But because I'm using a legitimate N64 controller, I don't have any extra buttons. Which means I don't have the ability to hit, like, the speed modifier buttons like I do in my randomizer. And next to the block, you can grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. Then next to the block, and press A while pressing the control stick toward the block. Climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. So yeah, you can see, you know, I've got a little more speed there than normal. So I didn't think anybody would be particularly broken up about, you know, speeding up some of the animations. So isn't there an option to turn on the aiming reticle? Let me see. Quality of life, maybe? No. Doesn't look like it. Skips and speed ups. See here, I've lowered these numbers down. This was... Oh, maybe I didn't lower this one. Let me lower that down to 4. In fact, we'll even turn on the Bean Sculptula faster. Skip save confirmation. No Sculptula freeze. Those all seem like good options that aren't going to like break anything overly. Minimal UI, disable hearts. I feel like there was an option to make it so that... Oh yeah, aiming reticle for bow and slingshot. Right there. That'll help. Assuming that it, you know, did the thing. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That, you know, I needed to pull the slingshot back in order to trigger it. Oh, I can't get through here without the bombs. Okay. There's a Sculptula back there, I think. But yeah, I need bombs for that. I didn't realize that the Deku Tree required... Whoa, that's still really fast. Freaking both the bombs and the boomerang. Like, I didn't realize that you had to come back here at the end of, like, both things. Oh well. Whoop. Hang on. Recovery heart. I totally needed it. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, I don't know of any shortcuts to, you know, get through the, I don't know of any shortcuts to, you know, getting through a bombable wall without bombs. So, 2 and 3 and 1. How did you know our secret? How irritating. So annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Queenie, sorry about that. But why, though? Like, why did he reveal the secret? Couldn't he have just not revealed the secret? Like, who forced him to reveal the secret? It wasn't me. Like, yeah, I hit him, but like, he could have just ran off. You know? I used to be good enough to one cycle. But I can't do it anymore. But I can 2-cycle, just like that. Super easy. Heart container. I guess the only thing we didn't get was 1 Skulltula. So that's interesting. Well done, Miku. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. Miku, what are you doing? Why do I feel like I keep changing back and forth? I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell you. Would thou listen? Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. If you say no, he's just like, I'm telling you anyway. It's the illusion of choice. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Time for a really long cutscene. For time began. Before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. 4. I'm tired, I guess. They sealed away a creature inside of Hyrule, and then built the world on top of it. Then, with her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. With her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. Yeah, I bumped this down to 3, the text speed. Because it also was at 5, but I bumped it down to 3. 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Why the frick they did this, who knows? Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast a death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Miku, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take the stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. So is it the stone that man wanted, or is it the stone that man wanted? I've always wondered that. Is it supposed to be the, the stone that man wanted? Or is it supposed to be the stone that man, as in the stone Ganondorf wanted, you know? Got the Kokiri Emerald. And it looks really bad in the N64 version. It doesn't. It looks classic. Look at that. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. Huh? She was out here a moment ago. I have no idea. Future depends upon thee, Miku. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Miku to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Conveniently, he survived just long enough to finish what he's saying. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Miku. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Okay, but like, how does he protect the forest? I want to know. Hey, Miku, what did you do? Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Rip. Bye-bye, Deku Tree. Okie dokie. I just needed to grab a drink real quick, so I figured, a half-second pause there wasn't too big of a deal. So... they're not, live, I don't exactly see a point in, doing everything the way I would. Oh, they're leaving. Yeah, she's here. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Miku. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay. Because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. I received the fairy ocarina as the memento from Saria. Set to C and press C to start playing it. Yada yada yada. Play different notes, so on and so forth. Play my ocarina. I hope you'll think of me and come back to the forest to visit. There are rumors floating around that there is like a major Ocarina of Time remake coming out sometime for the Switch 2. I don't know if I agree with the rumors. I don't know really how much I don't know how much truth I, put in that. There have been rumors of an Ocarina of Time remake for years now. So, alright, we're just skipping the owl. Alright, fine. I'm okay with this. Oh, actually no. I think isn't it backwards walking that's the faster? Something about this is like faster than normal walking, supposedly. But I think this is also faster, doing the little side hops. I will say, I did get here before night came. So there is that. Oopsies. Nice. It's fine. I can just walk in here and get infinite rupees. Now, with that being said, because this is not a randomizer, and thus we won't randomly need, multiple hundreds of rupees, I'm not initially planning to turn on the infinite rupees code. Cheat, whatever you want to call it. There might come a time where I deem that it's just annoying to go get money. But because this is your typical Zelda game and not a randomizer, I'm going to suspect that, as per usual, we won't have issues with money. Because you generally don't. Come here, Richard. Richard, come here. Richard! It's my little Richard. Thank you, thank you. I'll give this to you as a reward. Yay, heart piece. Ma'am, are you aware that your dog is an Eevee? Okay, then. As long as she's aware. That's all that matters. Perfectly fine that her dog is an Eevee. I just want to make sure she's aware that her dog is an Eevee. Also, I have bonus sticks turned on. Which means that when you roll into a tree, there is a chance that the tree will drop sticks. Now this is the shooting gallery. Oh, and that one's only open during the day too. Okay. Is it just a treasure chest? No, okay. Bomb Chew is open at night too. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not up for business yet. Come back soon. Oh, that's right. I have to freaking... It's not randomizer, so I can't freaking do half of the stuff. Like, I'm used to, you know, coming in and hitting that. But it's not rando, so I don't have the ability to hit up the bomb chew thing until after I get bombs. Whee! Still climbing pretty fast, but it's alright. Now, I really don't actually need to be here at the moment. Like, I don't need to actually do this part yet. I actually need to get caught so that Malin will teleport over here and give me her egg. Your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy girl from the forest. My name is Malin. Dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk and he hasn't come back yet. You going to the castle, fairy girl? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What thing for an adult to do? Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. Ba-na-na-na, you got the weird egg, and you did it before daytime came. Which means that when daytime comes very shortly, it will insta-hatch. Yay! Chicken hatch from the egg you're incubating. Cool. Now we can go back into Castle Town. Because now things might be open. I feel like this should be open because I have the slingshot. You want to play a game? 20 rupees per play. Before that, let me double check that I don't have instant win turned on. Yes. I do think I want to keep on the Lost Wood instant, and I will keep on the bomb tube bowling stuff. I came at the targets from that platform over there. Can you hit 10 targets? Let's see. Apparently not. Because this is a legitimate N64 controller, which means that the dead zone is freaking massive. This is also partly why I turn on the auto win. Because holy frick ball. Okay, I might turn the auto win back on. What? Okay, I have literally one more play left before I run out of rupees, which isn't technically a problem. But like, yeah, you can see how like jittery the movement is. Oh my gosh. And that's just because this is a legitimate N64 controller. Like, I'm doing very small taps on the control stick. Nope, we don't have enough rupees. Like, I'm doing very small pushes on the control stick. And yet you can see just how, like, massively, you know, just tiny little pushes do. If there was a way to make it easier in some way, I think I would turn that on. But, like, you know, it's literally just shooting targets until you get the win. Like, either I sit here and do this forever, or I just, you know, hit the instant win and we call it good. Because freaking, you know, it's just kind of a pain. Especially with, like, a legit controller. A legit, like, N64 controller, you know? Because again, I thought I was buying a USB, like, custom, you know, a USB controller that looks like the N64. But I bought a legit N64 controller. So I'm like, oh snap. And it, like, I can tell you, it feels like it, you know? It definitely feels like I'm playing with an N64 controller. The freaking control stick is as heavy as a freaking N64 controller stick is. Pop. There we go. Pop. Pop. You frick. Alright, literal last try. If I still don't get it, I will turn on the instant win. Because, like, come on. Like, really? I had that. Okay. I am really bad at that. Too bad. But it's hard. Come back. Give for grown-ups. Hey, wonderful. You won. Got a Deku Seed bullet bag. And I'll turn it back off so that we have a chance to do it with the adult side. That way we have a chance to do it properly on adult, so. But see, now I need more rupees. This is why I use an infinite rupee code when I do rando. Because, like, look at how much rupees I use. I mean, this is at the very beginning of the game, in fairness. Like, you know, a lot of the things that I'm doing here, you don't have to do at this point. But it's just easier to do them now. I will say I don't know that I'm going to 100% this. More than likely, I will not be 100%ing it. However, I am going to see what, you know, how far in I can get, kind of thing. That is 80 rupees for the shield. And you know what? It's okay, because I don't need that shield anyway. Now that I think about it. I think the only thing I think that was, like, the purpose, you know? was like, you know, buying that. And I'm just like, wait a minute, I don't need to buy that there because there's a whole nother place to get a shield. For free! Alright, off to the castle we go. I have no idea if I sound good or not. Like, I think I sound alright. But, that, you know, a lot of people think they can sing when they can't. I don't think I can sing. But I still kind of do anyway. So kind of like sing. And like, you know, I do at least try. You know? So, if anything, like, there's at least that fact. Like, I am at least trying to sing good. Whether I am singing good, I don't know, but I'm trying at least. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, and who might you be? I don't know what that voice was. Yep, I'm telling over the Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk. So I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Melon was looking for me. I'm gonna catch it from her now. I messed up bad leaving Melon behind to wait for me. She really gonna let me have it? That is one sad excuse for a man. Well, maybe not sad excuse for a man, but definitely a sad excuse for a father. Like, come on, dude. Like, you're the adult. Freaking... Like, if she were, you know, also an adult, that'd be one thing. But freaking, he's a freaking... You know, she's like 8. What the frick is... I think that's supposed to be the guard vision. It is not working. Where is that option again? Is that under skips? Let me turn off skip owl interaction. So that we actually see the owl next time. Quality of life, maybe. Once again, I do not know. Difficulty? Enable guard vision. All bosses move and act twice as fast. Or all enemies and mini-bosses move twice as fast. The frick? Never heard of that before. Might have to give that a try. Just to see. It'll probably be way too difficult. But... I mean, I've played this like 100 times. Like, that's the thing. Like, I've played Ocarina of Time so much. Like, maybe I want the extra challenge, you know? You know, if these guards were smart, they would check out the noise that's behind them. But they clearly are not. Huh. It's just a completely different statue than the original. Bye-bye. That's kind of amazing, to be honest. And of course, we are in the courtyard. So we have to look at the windows so that we can see the Mario. And because this is the 3DS one, it means we get like Samus and DK and I want to say Wind Waker, but I'm not sure about the boat there. And then you get like Bowser over there. Or we turn it off and then we get Yoshi, Mario, the princess, Bowser, Luigi. And you'll be hooked on the brothers or something to that effect. Ah, it's the other window. That's the good window. Hey you! Don't cause trouble! Hey, he just chucks a bomb at you. I love that. Of all the areas to let me use the weapon though, it's like I couldn't use the weapon in the last place. But here, where there's somebody I actually can attack, don't let me use the weapon. Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have Spiritual Stone of the Forest, would you? Pet green and shining stone. Do you have it? No, I don't. Just as I thought. I had a dream. The dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. Suddenly, a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Miku Hatsune. Miku. Strange, it sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Miku. I'm going to tell you the secret of the Sacred Realm, been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone. No. Come on, don't be a blabbermouth. Please keep it secret. That one I knew I could hit no without having to go through other stuff. Legend goes like this. 3 goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, he'll lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. Someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. So the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. Okay, the text went a little fast there. Maybe I want to bump the slow text down to like 2.5. That's right. Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it says that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Of course, the link in A Link to the Past doesn't have to do any of this stuff, but you do in this timeline. You just understand well the story I just told you. That's great. Forgot to tell you. I was spying through the window just now. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds. I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Nah. Please, if you don't hurry, he'll be gone. Again, I know that I can hit the no on that without any issues. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that cover Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. Oh. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning, yet. Yes, I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Miku, now we are the only ones who could protect Hyrule. Please? I don't believe you. Please believe me. My prophecies have never been wrong. Please? Alright. Thank you. Whoa. That was weird. I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such a terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. Hey, my Kuko went away. You received Zelda's letter. Wow. This letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. Set it to C and show it with C. Yada, 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 yada. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. Die! Are you okay? You seem to be, having a time? Alright then. I could not think of what to actually say. Like, I could not think of what I was trying to say there. So, oh well. I am Impa of the Shikas. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous girl. You are heading out on a big and new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played the song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. Memorize the song. Ha! She has a megaphone instead of an ocarina. That's cute. I'm sure I've seen all of this before, but I don't remember the majority of it, so... It's been months since I did a rando. You've learned Zelda's Lullaby. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. Also, I don't know that that voice was actually any different from Zelda's. Oh well. You brave lass, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up the mountain. Go up Death Mountain, rather. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you. Pop! She can vanish! What, frick? I was hoping I wouldn't. Like, I was hoping that I would stop in time. But, clearly I did not. Bonk. Hey, look, sticks. See what I tell you? Sometimes you get sticks. Are these stairs, like, curved in a weird way? Or is that just like a visual bug? Like, is that just a visual, like, illusion? I can't actually tell. The stairs looked like they were curved. And that was, like, boggling my mind. Ding dong, ding dong. I'm a clock soldier of Kakariko. The current time is 1722. Hello there, lass. Zelda's attendant, the Great Emperor, opened this village to the common people. We have only a small population now, but someday this place will be as lively as Hyrule Castletown. Oh, yes, it will. Climb up the stairs at the north end of the village to find a trail that leads up Death Mountain. But you need the king's permission to actually go up the mountain. Ding dong, he says. You know, I don't think I've ever talked to him before. Like, legitimately. I don't think I've ever actually talked to him before. Because I don't remember that dialogue. My cuckoos have run away. Please catch 6 more. I technically forgot to talk to her first. But it's alright. That's 6 Gotcha tokens. Is this okay. This guy only shows up at night, so I was wondering if, because I had that setting on, if I could still get him to spawn. I can't. I'm the boss of the carpenters the Emperor hired to improve this village and make it into a true city. But young men these days don't have any ambitions. Do you know what I mean, kid? My workers are just running aimlessly around the village, and they're not making any progress at all. Even my own son doesn't have a job, and he just wanders around all day. They're all worthless, I tell you. Isn't it your job to, like, make them work, though? Like, that's the whole thing with, you know, being a boss. Die! You're clearly not a good boss, so die. Boy, I sure can't kill anybody in this video game. All day we're working on many construction projects in the village. It's gonna take a while before everything is done. Our boss works very hard. Does he though? 'Cause it looks like you're just running around aimlessly and not really working. In fact, I would say that instead of working hard, you're hardly working. Because it sure don't look like you're doing any work. Get out of here. That's two. Now for the hard one. Managing this jump is always difficult for me, for some reason. I say having no issues. Normally, that jump gives me trouble. Not today, apparently. I mean, I guess I should be thankful. But I'm not. That was like a lot of references, one right after another. And I would not be surprised if most people had no idea that most of those were references. This is why I always switch it down to just one Kuko in the randomizer. Because, like, it gets just really annoying just running back and forth between these Kukos. One more. And the last Kuko is right up here. I don't know if rolling is actually any faster, but it feels like it, so I do it. You know? You could even say,
I do this.
How did that get muted? How long has that been muted? Well, I'm gonna finish this as if that was just a recent thing. And if I find out that it was the whole episode, I get to record it all over again. Well, who the heck? What the heck? Who are you? I heard the song of the royal family. I expected their messenger to arrive, but you're just a little kid. Has Tarunia, the big boss of the gods, really lost so much status to be treated like this by a sworn brother, the king? That was a lot to say in one breath. Now I'm really angry. Get out of my face, now! You asking me why I'm in such a bad mood right now? Ancient creatures have infested the Dodongo's cavern. We've had a poor harvest of our special crop, bomb flowers. Starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. But this is a Goron problem. We don't need any help from strangers. I hope that wasn't muted like that during everyone's golf. If I find out that freaking that entire thing was also muted, I will scream. Like, at least Ocarina of Time I could redo freaking the full freaking challenge mode in everyone's golf, not so much. Boop. Kaboom! We are in the Lost Woods. Whoo! Hey, over here! Whoo! Miku, good to see you again. Listen to this hoot! After going to the Lost Woods, you will come upon the sacred forest meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune. Hoo-hoo! What is that again? Walk courageous, you will make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sounds coming from the forest. Hoot! Thank you, bird friend. It's okay, I know the way automatically. Although I am... Here's what we'll do. We'll go till Saria. And then we'll end. And then if it turns out... Well, you know, if it turns out that it was muted the entire time, you won't know anything happened, obviously, because I'll have had to restart. But if there is a chance that it was muted only for a moment, then I probably edited it already and threw some little voiceover or something. But if that has been since the beginning, then I have to re-record the whole thing. But at least, if I get through this, I get Saria's song, and then I save, and then if I don't have to re-record everything, then I start right in Kokiri Forest. If I do have to re-record everything, well, fine, I guess, because there were a couple little fumbles that I'd be perfectly okay with redoing. It just sucks, because it's almost 2 hours of nothing, basically. Woohoo! At least you'll get to do the owl voice again, Serene. Woohoo! Been waiting for you, Miku. This is a sacred forest meadow. It's my secret place. I feel This place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. If you play the ocarina here, you can talk to the spirits in the forest. Would you like to play the ocarina with me? Okay, try to follow along with the melody I will play. Are you ready? I won't lie. When I was freaking 10, I had a massive crush on her. Great, great. Please don't forget the song, do you promise? If you want to hear my voice, play Sorry a song. You talk to me anytime. Learned Sorry a song. Don't delete me. Friendship counter goes down. Whole friendship got shattered and disappeared. There's something in something on Reddit, Tomodachi Life Reddit. So, alright, well, I guess I'll find out if I have to restart this. So, if I didn't, then I hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe. Check the playlist for more episodes. You can come on out twitch.tv/SereneInc for more for streams. So I stream live normally. Right now I'm in the middle of moving, so I'm doing pre-records. So, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. Sorry if this outro seems a little rushed. If I have to redo this whole thing, I don't feel like freaking like this outro is pointless. If so.